Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of our guests joining us from around the world tonight. Whether it is you're tuning in this afternoon or this evening, thank you for taking time out to join us tonight. My name is Ezra Cupido, and I am a brand partner with LifeWave, and it is an absolute honor and a privilege to be your host this evening. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our two presenters, Isaac and Nuri. So Isaac is a two-star manager with LifeWave and a well-seasoned network marketer. Isaac and I come a long way. We started our journey together. We first connected through a client-customer relationship, which then grew into a business partnership. And now we call ourselves some great friends. When we started our LifeWave journey together, it was just the two of us, but we had a vision and a desire to make a difference. Since then, we've built an amazing team of like-minded individuals, and we basically just helping others and growing this team together. It wasn't always easy, and we've faced some challenges along the way. But through our consistency and teamwork and sharing a purpose together, we've kept moving forward, and we're excited for what's ahead. It is also my pleasure to introduce Nuri. Nuri is a three-star director with LifeWave. Since joining in 2024, Nuri has achieved remarkable success, earning the rank of, three-star director and qualifying for four LifeWave incentive trips. A testament to her dedication, hard work, and commitment into helping others succeed. Tonight, Isaac and Nuri will be sharing valuable insights into LifeWave and our products and the incredible opportunity that has had such positive results around the world. On behalf of us, we thank you once again for investing your time to be here. We truly appreciate your presence, and we hope that this presentation will be informative and inspiring. So, with any further delay, I'm going to hand over to Isaac and Nuri.
What an amazing MC. Thank you, Ezra. Awesome. You're
Thank
set
you.
for stardom. You've got it all. So good evening and
That's it.
welcome everyone. It's absolutely awesome, inspiring. It's something that is a privilege. It's an honor to be here because we're in the business of switching people's lights on. Which other business do you
Correct.
know that switches people's lights on except the electricity board? So we got our own electricity board and we know how to switch it on. And my name is Nuri, and I'm a health professional, a seasoned radio and TV presenter. I've worn many hats, but mostly in the realm of health, building a successful health company over the years that has about 60,000 likes on Facebook, running retreats and running wellness centers that I built from scratch myself. And I've just been passionate, first of all, about me being well, and then finding that other people needed to learn how to be well, because actually, for the most part, people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I was definitely one of them. So 2 years ago, I was introduced to LifeWave. If you haven't heard about LifeWave, you are going to this evening, and you will continue to do so because it is so much out there in the modern realm of things that you won't be able to avoid it. And it's like I always say, if you're driving a gray car that's a certain model, and when you buy it, you think you're the only one that owns that model. But once you start driving, you keep seeing other cars like it on the road. So when you join LifeWave, you're going to keep finding people that are already patched or have heard about the patch. And that patch is what we're going to be talking about this evening. It's called X39. And X39 is a technology, it's a device, it's a wearable technology that you put onto the skin, much like this little patch that you can see here. So, what is important to know about that is that there's no ingredient going into the body, so you can't have a side effect. There's only an activation that's taking place, of which I'm going to show you a short video now to illustrate. And for me personally, I'm about to be 67 in October, but when I was 64, I was not happy at all. I was terrified of getting old. I was terrified of walking upstairs because it was too painful. And I didn't have memory, focus, and concentration, brain fog, chronic fatigue, dry eye, sciatica. I had psoriasis, weeping and blistering on my skull. And so when Mel Westcott, the lady that introduced me, phoned me, I actually thought, what on earth is this lady talking about? And being a health professional and in media as a researcher, I did analysis paralysis. And 9 months later, because she kept on asking me, Nuri, but you're not patched yet, and I'd got tired of giving her excuses, when I got patched in 3 days, amazing things started to happen. My psoriasis started to dry up. My sciatica over time disappeared. My brain fog disappeared in a month. My energy levels were through the roof in a month. Now it's 2 years later, but within 6 months, I was starting to run up and down stairs. And I never thought I was going to do that again. My mother ended up in a wheelchair at 74, and I thought I was well on the way at the time. So I got my life back. And the biggest thing about that is when you are not consumed with pain and sickness and growing old and feeling scared and fragile, you're only going to think about how can I help the next person? How can I make a difference in somebody's life? How can I wake up every morning and be excited about my own life and share that with somebody who doesn't have their light on? So I have the privilege of waking up every morning and switching people's lights on. And I'm going to show you what that's all about with my wonderful co-host Isaac Matthias from Cape Town. I'm with you from London today, and the world is your oyster. LifeWave is in over 100 countries, and we're about to turn over $1 billion this year. So if you haven't heard about us, remember, you will after this. So I'm going to start off by sharing the screen, and then I'm going to start by opening up a PowerPoint. There we are, it's all ready. And then come to the video, and we're going to start the video here. Now, did I share the screen? Yes, hold on.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
Right, so that is an introduction to what is phototherapy, what happens when you put the patch on the skin, and why it is that the innate light within us, which is our phototherapy light, also known as infrared light, Sometimes you might have seen a premature baby in an incubator put into a red light environment to stimulate the healing mechanisms in the body. So that innate light that's within us, remembering that we are light and we're made of light, and we're also an electrical circuit. So through the elevation of the phototherapy light, an activation then takes place, and this activation then facilitates regeneration, also known as the elevation of something called copper peptide GHKCU. And if you haven't heard of that yet, that is all over the media, from the FDA to modern science to the biohacking science that's now flooding the market at the moment. Then what we're talking about here is photobiomodulation, allowing the elevation of copper peptide GHKCU, which then facilitates regenerative healing, resulting in reversal of aging and alleviation of pain and suffering, allowing the body just to be the best it can be without any treatment, without any diagnosis. We're just enhancing the body's ability to heal itself. Thank you, Isaac.
Will you be sharing you're not sharing
I'm not
slide?
sharing. Oh dear, I don't know what happened. I was sharing. Why did it disappear? I don't know why.
Okay, while you get that right, so I can kick off by saying thank you,
Yes.
Partner Ezra, for a beautiful introduction. You said it absolutely well, how we met and where we are now. Persistency is the key in any business, in fact, in any relationship. And I think we have done that. And just for us to be here, and for me, it's absolutely an honor to share the stage with Miss Nuri, because she is a well-seasoned presenter. I think one of the top that we have that I probably will hear from. And for me, just to say thank you, Miss Nuri, for allowing me to be around with you. And so we're going to kick off by literally just talking about ourselves. And I think this is I have done a lot of presentation from gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. And the product was always something outside of you. But I mean, to be in a company where you are the product, okay? And that's exactly what it is. You are the product, because I say you are the product because nobody can sell you health. If you're sick, you are going to look for a doctor. The doctor is not going to look for you. And so you're the product. And so we cannot speak about this company without us introducing this amazing man by the name David Smith, who is the CEO, scientist, and inventor of LifeWave. And he put together this company since 2004. And I think for us who are coming in now, I mean, literally after 22 years, we ask ourselves, like, where were we? Were we still under a rock? Or we were already on the internet? And if we look, obviously, in South Africa, the company has been around plus minus 4 years, and we are doing amazingly well. Few people can say that they have so many patents like this gentleman right here. Since 2025, which is last year, he concluded more than 200 patents that has been given to him. He worked for it, and obviously specializing in age reversing. And I think when I spoke to somebody and I said, well, I'm actually reversing my age. So I'm 44 this year, and by next year, I'll be 34. So I'm literally reversing everything. In 2008, David focused on his attention on stem cells research, and he has done so well in putting together an amazing product that is called X39. I mean, the man took 10 years to put it together. And when we speak about put your mouth where your money is, he did not make a mistake, because it's cost him $4.5 million. I'm talking about dollars, guys, to put this into market. And that is since 2020. Now, he said at the bottom, he said, you have an incredible opportunity before you today, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. Guys, what we are doing here is honoring this man. He has put the company together, the product together, and he say, hey, experience it for yourself, and if it worked for you, which worked for you, go out, share the light, and share the information that you have, and that's basically what we do.
Fantastic, Isaac. So LifeWave X39, everything we're made of contains light, from the sun that feeds our world to the energy that flows within us. With LifeWave X39, we found a way to put that light to work. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and science that others could not.
And we can say that this company is unstoppable. LifeWave X39, I'm actually having my Aeon on. So we always ask the people, have you been patched already? Or have you been patched? So this is a patented technology. And I think when we speak about in fact, when we speak about health and technology, it goes so hand to hand. I think about how my mom tells me a story of me being born as a C-section baby. And my mom was literally torn in her belly, like passing her umbilical, basically from her, passing her navel. And when how technology, and now that I think about how technology has evolved, I think about my wife, who is actually on the call with us tonight. How when I look at my mom, she has like a big scar in her stomach. But when I look at my wife, who my last born, my daughter, it was also a C-section. Like literally, there's like a fine line in her stomach. So that is how technology and health has come together. So this is X39 basically is a device, and somebody would say, but how does this really work? And normally my answer to people is, well, you have a smartwatch that when you're making the steps, is actually counting your steps, and it's actually telling you how is your heart rate. This is a technology that works absolutely beautifully well, and it is so safe and secure because it is a patented technology tested to the core. And X39 use light to elevate GHKCU, as Ms. Nuri already said, and wellness and science are the best marriage that we have right now. Literally. Thank you, Ms. Nuri.
And speaking of patent technology, Isaac, the most important thing here actually is the word technology, because we're not talking about a medicine injection or a tablet or a treatment. We're just saying stick a patch on. We have a technology in the form of a patch that when applied to the skin, uses a unique patented technology of which X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. So it's an embodiment that enables a wearable phototherapy apparatus that produces beneficial effects to the human body, such as activation of stem cells. So in those cells, we have the memory of who we are, how we were created from that clump of cells right at the beginning. Like the computer with its own software and coding, our stem cells have the coding that made us. And from the elevation and the reactivation of those cells, we're able to improve in strength, improve in stamina, alleviate pain, and all via a non-transdermal container. And above all of that, the non-transdermal apparatus reflects or emits specific wavelengths of light to elevate levels of the copper peptide GHKCU. So in the biohacking energy healing field today of new age medicine, we are hearing about frequency healing, about light activation, elevation of copper peptides, photobiomodulation. All of those buzzwords that you'll see all over social media are actually describing what X39 does just by sticking a patch on.
Absolutely. So there is a global organization called Biotech Breakthrough Award, which actually last year, which is 2025, they have awarded LifeWave as Stem Cell Innovation of the Year. Guys, this is after thousands of nominations in over 15 different countries. So if they said that these guys are the guys, who are we to doubt them? I mean, a global standard company or organization actually say that you guys are the future.
So X39, what's it doing? It's activated by the body's own infrared light. The patch reflects wavelengths of light in the infrared and visible spectra.
In the same X39, it says that the use of specific wavelength of light onto the surface of the skin stimulate nerves, which in turn elicit biochemical response from the body. So literally, this is the big people incubator. You know, the easiest way that I literally normally, can in a baby language explain to people is that remember children that are prematurely born, they put them in an incubator. They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, when you put this patch on, it's touch your skin. Literally, it's almost like you are in the incubator. This is known as a photobiomodulation and the basic of the phototherapy, as Miss Nuri actually was explaining already earlier, that you put the child in the incubator, the light, when that light touches the skin of the child, it is doing something to that child.
So X39 is a completely exclusive life technology. This is the breakthrough here because we're talking about a technology. And it's a proprietary form of phototherapy that Isaac just beautifully explained with a patented nanocrystal technology. What does that mean is that inside the patch, there are nanocrystals primarily made of amino acids, which allow the elevation and activation to take place. So as you saw in the video, as the light, phototherapy light actually hits the skin, the device that you're wearing, known as X39, is allowing that light to reflect back into the body and to go on to cause an elevation of copper peptide GHKCU. So this is a wearable patch technology, no drugs, no chemicals, no side effects, no contraindications, no stimulants. It's like a no-brainer. Reflecting light to activate with non-transdermal, non-evasive. Now, because it also has been classified by the FDA as a medical device, it means that when you put it on the skin, right down to the adhesive, it's been tested so that it also doesn't cause irritation or itching, or that everything is up to medical device standards. So having that FDA approval also clarifies that there's nothing going into the body. It couldn't be a device if nothing was going into the body. Then it would need an FDA approval because you have an ingredient going into the body. And being a device, it's not possible to cause a contraindication or a side effect. So what benefits can you expect from X39? Well, you'll see that you have improved energy flow. Using X39 leads to an increase in cellular energy. So many of you might have heard about the mitochondria. So that's the energy producing factory of the body. And you may notice your very first day that you feel less tired and fatigued, and you start to reclaim your youthful energy today. Thank you, Isaac.
And it also supports improved exercise performance for those who like to hit the gym or hiking, like my partner Ezra. He said actually he's going to start hiking again. So you will actually feel the difference. Using X39 improves both exercise performance and recovery after exercise. In fact, I have a friend of mine that went to the mountain today to hike. And guess what? I'm like, how did it go? And she said, look, I'm so tired and my whole body is in pain. I'm like, well, you need the X39, the Eon patch on you. The X39 users report being more fit than they ever were. I mean, for me, I always tell partner Ezra that if it wasn't for X39, the current situation that we are actually facing at work, where I get really very busy. Miss Nuri sometimes call me. I'm like, Miss Nuri, sorry, I can't speak. My wife is here. She will tell you, look, she will tell you that I'm not lying to you. I am really busy. But guys, at the age of 40 plus, I come home, I'm refreshed. That's why the bottom line said the X39 users, such as myself and you who are patched, we report being more fit Even if we are not going to the gym, I mean, we are going up and down, but we are fit ever than before.
Fantastic. And, just in case people thought that LifeWave woke up yesterday, the patches were first founded in 2004. And they started off with the Navy SEALs to help the Navy SEALs actually stay awake when they were on duty in their submarines. And then the coach for the Olympic swimming team in America approached David Smith and said, could I use your patches on my Olympic champions to see how their results improve in their trials? In the first week, over 90% of them broke their own records in their trials. There's actually a video on that with the doctors and the coaches talking, for those of you that are interested in sport. And what happened was that they went on to win the gold medal, but the Olympic board became very suspicious and took their gold medal away. And then they did a whole lot of research and studies on the patches, decided that they were what they said they were, and they were enhancing peak performance, and allowed the Olympic team to reclaim their gold medal, as well as for all athletes in the world to be able to wear the patches with the approval of the Olympic board. And that still stands today. So you're going to see Serena Williams, David Beckham, Mike Tyson, all sorts of athletes. If you watch the Olympics next time, you'll notice how many of the athletes are actually patched. So supports improvement in strength and stamina. Use X39 daily leads to improvement to your body's physical strength and stamina. As I was explaining, especially with myself, as we age, the joints get sore, the mobility is lessening, maybe you're losing your balance, maybe your muscles are getting weak, maybe the cartilage is diminishing in the joints. I had chronic frozen shoulder, chronic neck pain, 724 used to keep me awake at night, and I couldn't lift a bag. I couldn't lift my arm up. Now I can just do this, no problem, not even a twinge. Before I couldn't even do that. So all of those things are very important for the quality of your life.
Support overall. When I see the word overall, there was a day, I think last week, when I was putting something on my status and I said some of the benefit, and it's a click on me. No, there's no some. Literally, X39 gives you all the benefits. Everything that you need, it is in the page. If you listen to thousands, if not millions of people who are using the X39, they will give you, each one will give you a different, they will give you different ailments that they were having, for an example. And when you put everything together, you will actually say that, well, this then solve everything. So support overall health and well-being, harness your natural potential, optimum health and wellness can now be yours with just this patch, which is the X39. The result is better health and vitality. Like I'm saying, guys, literally, I can be Monday to Friday. I'm literally very busy. And for me, in fact, my wife can tell you, I told my wife after I did everything yesterday, I'm like, sweetie, let's put the children in the car and let's take a drive. Normally before X39 weekend, don't ask me, Daddy, can we please take a drive? I am tired, like they say in Afrikaans, move. Okay, I would be really, really down. But now I have more leftover energy than anything else.
Wonderful. So why the X39? The fewer regenerative cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. So this actually shocked and horrified me when I first heard it, because it said by the age of 30, only half of your regenerative cells are active. This is an indication that from the age of 30, you are rapidly degenerating. So you are now going into rapid aging. By the age of 60, you've lost the activity of most of these regenerative cells, which means, like with my own experience, from the age of 60 till 64, everything was going horribly wrong. And I was really actually terrified of growing old. Now, what happened when I put on the patch is I realized we don't have to age at the speed that we do. Our cells serve as a repair system for the body. So I like to say, imagine now you've got your computer and the computer's got viruses and bugs in it. What do? You get a software upgrade. So stick a patch on and your whole body gets a software upgrade. And all those cells that were busy falling asleep and degenerating now start to regenerate. That means you're reversing aging to be a healthier, younger you.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, when you speak about the computer, you just wanna take it to the genius so that they can get all the viruses that are out and everything that is probably just not functioning anymore. But again, when it's come to the X39, you feel just so well. It's overall wellness. X39 long-term results per case study on the thisisit.com, thisisinfo.com. This is one website that every single person needs to visit. Whether you are already a brand partner, always make time to actually go revisit it, because it's like every time you school yourself on this website. And I think it has made it very easy for us, whether you meet a day-to-day person or you meet a doctor, you direct them to this website, because actually it does the work for you instead of you mumbling and speaking a lot and not getting the accuracy of what the company and the product is all about. If you just direct the people to this website, which is thisisinfo.com, you are actually helping yourself. The company, the platform is already there. Can you believe? In fact, partner Israel will tell you that he actually read it up on Google, where it says for you to be able to, or anything else aside from the X39 right now that could help you to reset your genes, is actually you drinking a lot of red wine, but you gotta be drunk to the core. And it will only help you to reset like 2 genes by you simply having the X39 patched on your skin. Guys, more than 3,000 to 4,000 genes begin to reset. And this happens right away, like immediately from day 1, probably to day 6, it starts working already. That's why you get people who call you to say, hey, how come I just put this on and it's already working? When we were doing a presentation, one of my friend who came with his wife, she was complaining about the shoulders. And then Tanya, who just received her package, she opened it in front of us. She said, well, you're complaining about your shoulder. Let me patch you. And then obviously everybody left around 6 o'clock. She's like, guys, that's from 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock. She said, like, guys, I don't feel no pain at all. This is a woman that was taking 2 grandpas a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. By 6 o'clock, from 2 o'clock, by 6 o'clock, she said, I don't feel no pain at all. In fact, the husband sent me a voice message, which I shared with partner Ezra. It is insane. What happened? Immediately when we patched her, all the genes, all the cells went to work, okay? More than 4,000 genes begin to reset. The brain becomes balanced. In fact, some 5 months ago, before the X39 on my skin, if you could call me during working hours, and then I tell you, hey, Miss Nori, sorry, man, I can't talk to you now. I will call you as soon as I have a gap. Guess what? I will only remember to call you back tomorrow. Like literally, I had like from day 1, I think after a week, I can literally walk into my thoughts and say, oh no, I'm supposed to call this person. I'm supposed to do this. It's like there is a diary now in my thoughts. That means that my brain became balanced literally in few days time after just starting my patching. Your collagen is increasing. I used to tell my wife that when I had this lower back pain, and obviously that will be actually part of my testimony, when we go to this testimonial part, I could literally almost feel like something is, the attaching from one bone to another. I could literally hear something, giving a sign that something is actually touching each other. Obviously, I've been patching for about 5 months now. I don't feel that anymore, and that could only be because of the collagen that is increasing. And I'm so much in love with this word collagen, because cola in Portuguese, it means blue. right? So that's actually how it sank into my brain. I'm like, oh, so that's cola, which is collagen. So I'm basically being glued together again. That's absolutely heartwarming. Then they say that for as much as you use, the X39, you actually have some heart reverse in age as well, guys. This is not anti-aging. This is age reversal. David Smith, actually the CEO and the scientists, say that we are giving you some years back. Literally, if you are 60, just think about how you felt when you were 50. You were vibrant. If you are 50, just think about how you were when you were 40. So put the patch on, like Miss Nuri say, just take the patch on.
Don't think about it. Patch first, then think about it.
Absolutely.
So become a powerhouse is easier than you think. It all starts with your body and it'll help from the light. So how do you wear the patch? Well, you wear it for 12 hours on to elevate, activate, regenerate, and then 12 hours off to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. Put a patch on every day, a new one. So you get a sleeve of them. There's 30 in the sleeve, and you put a new patch every day. You drink 250 ml of water every 30 to 60 minutes throughout the day, making sure you've got electrolytes or the nutritional range that LifeWave has called Celagize. That's not in South Africa yet, but it will be soon. So make sure you've got electrolytes in your water and place the X39 on the body, preferably behind the neck on the C7, or it can also be worn below the navel. But David Schmidt says you can also stick it where it hurts. So X39 can be used everywhere. Isaac did an amazing explanation of why you need thisisit.info.com. And there's a lovely section at the bottom that says, why would a doctor want to join LifeWave? And then a whole lot of articles and videos, and there's a whole library inside that actual website. So if you're new to LifeWave, if you haven't been patched yet, if you've recently been patched, go and look at the case studies, look at all the different aspects of how X39 is being explained from Dr. David Smith, from health professionals, from people that have used it, and of course, videos explaining the science. So the X39 patch, we've come to the testimonials now. I'm conscious of the time. It's already 8:42. So we're going to have one or two testimonials and then move on because there's some more interesting information I want to share with you. So Isaac, do you have anyone that's ready to share with us?
Yeah, my wife actually is on today. And guys,
Wonderful.
please listen. I added down our WhatsApp group because when we woke up yesterday, it was just so funny that she found her reading or her glasses somewhere where the sun don't shine. Please, Ashlyn, unmute yourself, say hi to everybody, and give us your testimony.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Good
Nice to see all your guys' faces.
Lovely.
Well, I started patching the same time Isaac started patching, so it's been 5 months now as well. I started patching, main reason for my wrist. I had very painful wrist that he didn't even know about. I never really bothered to tell him about it, but he knew that I would struggle with opening even something as simple as a bottle of Coca-Cola or something. I would always ask him to open for me. And upon patching, I think 4 days or so. I can't remember even the days when I realized that my wrist didn't pain anymore. And then I was primarily patching for my wrist. And then I noticed that when I go in the shower, now I wouldn't find hair in my hands anymore when I'm doing my hair. So that was a bonus for me and a confident booster, really, because I was really feeling down about my hair mostly. And then when brother when brother Israel was here with the last meeting that we had, he was talking about his eyes, and then it dawned on me, but I haven't been using actually my glasses, I think 5 months, yeah, since I've started patching, 5 months.
Oh.
And then Isaac asked me, do you even know where your glasses is? And then I said, I don't. And then, funny enough, Saturday morning, when I was just busy cleaning, I found it next to my what you call this night pedestal. Uh, it was underneath there, full of dust.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ashley. That's so inspiring. And thank
Yeah.
you for all the support that you're giving Isaac. It's so important that we support each other.
Yes.
Mairead, would you like to unmute and share your story, my darling?
Hello, everyone from Dublin in Ireland. Yes, I'd love to share. I've been patching for the last 22 months, and it's funny, Ashlyn, I've had the same effect. I haven't worn my glasses in a year and a half. So, yeah, so grateful for that.
You have to tell them the ones you're wearing don't have lenses in. You just
Oh,
wear
yeah, these are, I'm Patch Girl online, so these are fake glasses. Sorry, yeah, that's a good point, Nuri. Thank you. So yeah, just brain fog is lifted, just like Isaac was saying about remembering things, and just my bandwidth has increased so much. I can't remember the last time I had a migraine, and I just find now that the benefits are stacking, and I'm just getting really creative and just feeling so much happier actually and balanced. Yeah,
beautiful.
thanks,
That's
Mary.
what we all want, because the world is
Yeah,
imbalanced and often not happy. So we want to put our happy
correct.
patches on, and we can all go around smiling with our lights shining bright. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
And
Thanks,
thank you,
Ashley.
Ashlyn. Yes?
Can we give a minute to partner Nomti?
Yes. Where's
She's
Nomti?
here.
She's my 2 times comrades runner. Runner. Where is she?
She is here. Partner Nomti, there you go.
Good evening, everybody. Hello.
We can hear you. Carry on.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay. My name is Nomti, a 3 times comrade runner. On my running career in 2017, I diagnosed arthritis, and upon Isaac introducing LifeWave to me, I had lots that was happening in my body. Frozen shoulder, my left frozen shoulder, my hips. If I sit down, I struggle to stand up and walk because the joints are stiff. Within 3 days of patching, the frozen shoulder went away. Up until today, I don't feel frozen shoulder anymore. The hips, I can stand up and run. I've got lots of energy. Last week, I climbed the whole Tiger Bag Nature Reserve mountain, and
Wow.
today I didn't feel anything. Very soon, I think I will go back to running again. What else? Yeah, it's energy. It's the eye also, as they say, the eye. I also don't know where are my glasses now. I can be able to see. I will think of my glasses when I want to read something close. But now I'm no longer using them that much, and then I can just see it as it. But I mean, the list is endless. If I can sit down with you, otherwise there's no time because it's a lot. Starting off patching myself, there are things that I didn't know what was happening in my body. Like, for example, when I start patching, my breasts were burning. I never know what's going on in my breast up until today, but the patch got into it, whatever that was happening. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Nomti. Awesome. I want to see you back in the comrades soon. We'll be rooting for you. So now what we want to do is to share the a bit more about the company and how do we get access to these patches? How do we share them with other people? Because this whole business works by affiliation. What we're all doing this evening is actually the power of referral, the power of sharing a story. And we all become storytellers of our own story. And the figures that you see on the screen here that Isaac's going to go through is a result of people telling their story. So this company doesn't pay for advertising. They pay people that tell their story. So Isaac, I'll let you take the platform.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes when people say, well, I'm still going to do some research and I'm going to read it up and all of that, guys, they say men lie, women lie, but numbers never lie. Can I say that again? Men lie, women lie, but numbers never lie. When people tell me, look, I think I'm gonna read it up, I'm like, which? The company is about 20 years plus. It's in over 100 years. Okay, which government, which country will allow something that is not giving what it say that should give, that will be allowed by a certain group of people? Come on, nobody's under a rock. In 2021, the company was already doing $20 million, right? And that is right after the X39 was created. 2022, $320 million. Fast track last year, the company went over $500 million. What research do you want to do? Come on. All right. And so they are saying, the company is saying this year, 2026, we are pushing for $1 billion. And as partner Israel always say, man, oh man, we are going to make it. Now, here's the thing, what Ms. Nuri was saying. For me, in network marketing, when a company say, well, this year we're going to make $1 billion, my question for me is, what is my cut? I want my cut, right? Remember, the company is not paying no radio, no TV, no social media. The company is saying, you are our agent. You are the one on the ground. We are paying you, right? We are paying you. We're not paying nobody. So you come here. If obviously you want to just experience the X39, the benefit of the health effect that gives, it's good and well. But always remember, there are two people in this world: people that are always buying or people that are always selling. Do you want to be on the side where you just buying, or you want to be on the side where you can sell? Show me one person that is wealthy or that is super rich that is on the buying side. Guys, be on the selling side. You are here. I mean, we are maybe 20 people. We sell this to the whole world. Who become billionaire? Us. Let's go.
Awesome, Isaac. And here's the proof in it. We are #1 in momentum by businessforhome.org. So they look at global companies to see how are they growing, how do they give back. For example, did you know that for every dollar profit that LifeWave makes, 60 cents in the dollar is paid back to the people that recommend it? There's no other company on the planet that does that. The nearest is 48 cents in the dollar. We are 60 cents in the dollar of paying back from our profit to those that are affiliated with LifeWave that would like to understand the power of sharing, the power of caring and getting paid for sharing and caring. That's what this business is all about. So we also received the Bravo Growth Award 3 years in a row, not once, 3 years in a row. And we're currently ranked as the #1 company in direct sales, guys. #1 company in direct sales. Do we own it? Do we recognize it? Do we feel it? Because you've got to feel that like the owner of this success, because you decided to put a patch on and you became a part of this company that's spreading light around the world, that's becoming #1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 different arenas, some of which I'm going to mention just now, and a few of them are right here on this page. There you go, Isaac.
Absolutely. And so actually the picture that Miss Nuri was talking about, there is an app for that. It's called BFH. You can actually go on your app store and download that. It speaks about, it's basically a community or app for all the network marketing company. You will find all the others that I don't want to mention. LifeWave made it to the app, guys, right? So what does freedom mean to you? Or maybe let me ask myself, what does freedom mean to me? Freedom to me means I can tell you guys so many stories. Some 10 years ago, or maybe I would say 13 years ago, no, let's say 16 years ago, because my kids, my firstborn was came around in 2015. Guys, I literally went without money. I went, my wife and I, we went about 5 years not giving birthday party to our kids. Like literally, like you have no money, and somebody would say, "Hey, what you gonna do for your son this year?" You're like, "I still a small child. You want to remember anything?" That is just an excuse because you actually don't have. And when this industry called network marketing came to me, it's just meant that, you know, I could brush off my passport. I went to United States 2 times. I went to Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Miami. I took my wife to Dubai to one of our wedding anniversary. That's what freedom means. Freedom means literally you having more money at the end of the month than you having more month at the end of your money, right? You want to get that part right. You want to be at a space where like Miss Nuri does, like Miss Merle does. I mean, literally you wake up in the morning like, hey, where am I going tomorrow? You know, location freedom, health and wellness, traveling, just helping yourself, you know, with a source that is before you. And I think this is a perfect vehicle for us that will give us that the freedom that we are looking for.
Fantastic. So how do we get these patches and where do we get them? Well, we can become what we call a preferred customer, and that means that you can receive X39 every month or some of the other patches if they interest you, being delivered to your door, wherever you are in the world, if it's one of the 100 countries that LifeWave has actually got a distribution center. So let's say, for example, that somebody on this meeting is sitting in America. They can get the affiliate link of the person who introduced them, which I'll explain in a moment. And when they go into that link, they will put their address in, they will swipe their own card, their order will go off to the local courier, and in about 3 days' time, the local courier to them, whether it's New York or Dallas or wherever, will be delivering to their door whilst Isaac is sitting and relaxing in Cape Town. Right? So you have international distribution. You don't buy anything to sell. You can just give a referral. And if you become a customer, let's say, for example, the day you say, I'm going to become a customer today, I'll take out a minimum of 3 months. That means that I'm giving it a good 90-day try. And in the meantime, if I happen to be going off to Australia to see my grandchild, I can go into my account that I get as a preferred customer, change the delivery address to Brisbane, Australia, and there you are. I've still got my patches wherever I travel to in the world. Which kind of customer gets service like that? Now, you can also be a brand partner. A brand partner means you either want to buy a number of the sleeves, like 3 or 6 or 11 or 20 of the X39. Maybe you've got a large family. Maybe you're a doctor, you want to give it to your patients. Maybe you're a business model like a hairdresser, you want to sell them at the till. And so you can buy in as you wish to at wholesale and resell. But we don't encourage you to do that. We encourage everybody just to become a member for free, and then they buy the patches they need for free. And if anybody else wants to buy them that they know, then they can also go online, order their own, and everybody becomes independent. So we don't have to worry about looking after people, keeping stock for people, doing deliveries for people. We've got none of that. We can, if we're doing this business, we're getting paid for talking. Anybody here want to get paid for talking?
Absolutely.
I get paid for talking. So how to
Absolutely.
become a customer? There you are, Isaac.
So how do you become a customer? Well, you can either be X39 retail price, or you can be somebody who just say, okay, I do not want to do the business, but remember, then you will have to pay $149, $149.95 per sleeve, where you actually can become a preferred customer and have to pay just an annual fee of $25. And guess what? You get a 30% discount and you will be paying $99.94. That's actually would actually work out better for me. And I think that's why many of us who see on the bright side of it, we say, okay, I'd rather just become a brand partner so that I can buy as much as I can, and we even have a package where I can diversify the different patch that the company offers.
So now let's have a look at how you become a member. You've got your core membership, advanced, advanced plus, and premium. So what that means is you actually have packages. And any one of these doesn't mean that you have to do the business. It just means you have access to buying them at wholesale. If you want to just get them at wholesale, buy them when you want to, not have to order every month, or you want to come in as a member and occasionally give a referral and earn some money back from that, you can do that. And if you want to build a business out of it, you can do that. So the enrollment kit actually means that you're enrolling to get a free affiliate link that enables you to reorder when you want to at wholesale, or earn some referral commission, or have a business. But all of it comes free when you decide to come in with one of these enrollment kits. So you're enrolling into LifeWave to be recognized as somebody who's qualified to buy these at wholesale, with the opportunity to grow with the business if they wish to. Now, very interestingly enough, we have Candice and Merle that are two of our top women in South Africa at the moment, earning 4 figures daily in dollars with this business. And when they joined, we're not allowed to tell you how much they earn, right? And they're not allowed to tell us, but we have an idea. But when they joined, first of all, Candice had to be followed up 21 times. Merle wasn't really interested. She said, I'll just use it for myself. And then when they got the results of their own and with their family, that's when they got interested. But guess what? When they joined, they both had one sentence that they said to the person that introduced them. I'm not interested in the business, and don't tell me anything about it. But within a month's time, when they got results, they said, oh, but now my friend and my auntie and my cousin and my sister want the patches. How is it that I get them? Well, you open up your affiliate link, then you go to your affiliate link, share that with the person that wants to buy them, go through the process that you went through where you order your patches online using the link of the person who introduced you. And depending on where they come in, you can actually get paid accordingly. Oh, so how do I do that? No, very simple. Just open the link and follow the process. So before they knew it, Merle had grown within about 18 months into 7 different countries, right? 7 different countries. And with teams growing in 7 different countries. Because everybody she patched, they got excited. And now they're coming back to her saying, how do they do this? And she's saying, but I wasn't going to do the business. But now that you're asking me, I'll have to tell you. And so it was actually her just sharing the patches that got her into the business without actually realizing that she was going to do the business. So when somebody says to you, I just want the patches at wholesale, but I don't want to do the business, please don't tell me. Say, no problem. You come in where you fit in. If you want your money back in 30 days, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. If you just want to carry on for 12 months patching and see what happens over the next 12 months, that's what we recommend you do, because your genes and your DNA are resetting. Give it a chance. Don't be in a hurry. And so you just allow people to be where they are. So the core, the advanced plus gives you packs as an example of a number of X39, like 3, 6, 11, or 20. And you'll see if you do the calculations that they're $100 each if you do core, whereas they're $150 if you just buy one. Remember that tax and the delivery and VAT is always added on separately because this is for many countries around the world. If you do advanced, each X39 suddenly is $89 approximately instead of $100. Advanced is $88 approximately, and premium is $87.50. So sometimes, like when I went to see Isaac's brother, he was sitting with his family. They both wanted 4 to 6 months supply each. He took out a premium so that everybody was happy, and every month they're not waiting for the patches to be delivered. So those are the people come in with what suits them. Now, this at the moment until the 16th of August, if you come in at an advanced plus or premium, you're being given a free gift. You'll get one Eon, which is for stress and inflammation. It's called your calming patch and your happy patch. So people that are stressed get overwhelmed, and like Isaac was saying about, how he used to get so absorbed in his work, and then maybe he'll forget things, or he's just like has to remember to breathe. So your YH Eon is to calm you down and manage your stress better, and also reduce inflammation, because inflammation is the cause of stress, right? In other words, sorry, stress is the cause of inflammation. So if you're managing stress, you're also managing your inflammation. And we have two main causes of our diseases today. One is oxidation, which is stress, and the other one is inflammation. So the Eon is managing your stress and your inflammation. So if you are already a brand partner and you're going to introduce a new person, then you will get a free Eon and your new person gets a free Eon. You both win. So you get a happy patch of 30 patches, 1 month supply each. So you'll both be extremely happy after that, won't you? Because you've got lots of happy patches. Now, did you know that the Eon also helps with pain, inflammation, and like Isaac was saying, and Nomti, that once you do exercise and then your whole body's aching and you can't recover, and now maybe she couldn't even run the comrades again because she thought she's got arthritis. Since she's wearing the patches, she's thinking of going back to run the comrades again. And by the way, for those of you not South African, the comrades is no small feat. I don't even know the details of it, but it's like in between a marathon and a triathlete kind of story. It's a hectic. So if you are busy wanting to share these patches and you like the idea of getting paid for talking, if you introduce a core, you will get $35 in an e-wallet that can be used to buy your next patches, or you can transfer them to your bank account. If you sign up somebody at advanced level, or you come in at advanced, if you come in at advanced, you're going to get a free Eon. If you're signing up in advanced, you're going to earn $75 and still get a free Eon. If you sign up in advanced plus, you'll get 2 free Eon and $165. And if you sign up a premium, you'll get 3 Eon and $405. I mean, come on, guys, we're giving it away here. So there's 9 different ways you earn an income with LifeWave. We're not here to talk about that this evening, but it's exponential, it's unlimited, and you have the world at your feet. You have a global business at the end of your fingertips called a phone or a computer. If you want to start building a business, we have structure for that. You can be star 1 managers. If you've never been a manager in your life, you can be 1-star manager in a week here. Never been a manager in life, you'll be 2-star manager in 2 weeks, and we'll give you a bonus for 8 weeks to go with it. Anybody want to be a manager? Put your hand up. Now, if you want to help your whole family become managers, you duplicate the system and you help everybody become a manager, because their success is your success. So you have a whole team of managers, and whilst you build your managers, guess what? You get to be promoted to director. So if you want to be a director and then an executive and a presidential member, then you just keep going with LifeWave, because the sky is the limit and the zeros will come on the end of your income. You are in great company. David Smith just won Entrepreneur of the Year award. Guys, do you know what that means? Breakthrough in science, breakthrough in healing, breakthrough in technology. Classified by the FDA as a medical device, 90 clinical trials, 250 patents. Find me another man on the planet who's got 250 patents specializing in stem cell research and age reversal. He's the only one of his kind. He's in your company. If you go to a convention, you will meet him in person. I think he eats humble pie for breakfast because he's such an awesome guy. He's very, very humble. And he's a man of the book. He actually, there's a whole video you can watch about his story in his life with the Bible and how the X39 was born. Now we still have a movie. This is the first company of its kind that ever had a movie made about it by a director who's at the leading edge of new age science and revelation in the world today. So his name is Mickey Willis. You need to look him up. He's a part of the Plandemic, right? He's the Plandemic movement. So you need to look up Mickey Willis. Now, in last year, this film was viewed at the Beverly Hills Film Festival. And this year, I think it was in March, we won 2 Telly Awards, as a result of which one was for branded content, the other one for health and wellness. Coming soon on our screens, can you believe I'm saying this? To Netflix, Prime, and Apple TV will be the Code of Creation. So I mentioned attraction marketing at the beginning of this meeting. This is where attraction marketing comes in because people are going to be looking for you. And if you out networking and if you out socializing and you say to people, haven't you seen the Code of Creation yet? Did you know that David Schmidt, scientist and PhD, won the Entrepreneur of the Year award? No, I don't know what you're talking about. You mean you haven't heard about LifeWave? Where have you been?
And they rock.
You got me. So the time is now. Make your move. Talk to the person who invited you, get their affiliate link, get patched, and then think about it and come back next week, same time, same place for more. This is Nuri signing off and handing back to Isaac.
Absolutely. And actually, I made a little note and I said this would be my conclusion, where I say, my conclusion is that as much as we can be here with these beautiful slides of this presentation presented by health and wellness professionals such as Ms. Nuri Siddiqui, you won't know, you won't believe, you won't know, you won't believe until you put a patch on your body and allow your body to rather tell you the truth that nobody else can tell you. You guys got that? Telling you guys, you've got to get yourself patched.
Let your body tell you the story.
Let your body tell you the story.
Yeah.
We can't convince you. It's literally difficult for somebody to get the patch on you, unless maybe I will be passing by and I will just nudge you with a patch and then you just can start feeling it. But again, my belief was that my brother told me, hey, this lady came to my house. I believe what she said, because patching for 2 days, that was on Friday. That I think Miss Nuri, you met him on a Friday, and he started patching on a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He said, brother, I cannot believe how I'm feeling. And obviously for me, I took it from him, but yet my body told me the truth. He just gave me a story, but my body told me the truth, and that's what we are sharing with everybody. So
wonderful.
Like I always say, nobody can sell you health. You know how you feel, and this is it. Basically, I would say this is my story.
This is it, guys. This is
it, guys. Partner Israel, thank you so much for hosting us tonight.
Yes, a big round of applause to Ezra.
Absolutely. We're giving the mic back to you for a moment. Well, Miss Nura,
lovely. Ezra, you can have the pleasure of saying good night until next time.
Okay, just checking in with you guys. Are we doing a short little Q&A? I think.
Yes, I can stop recording first of all.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Time is our most valuable commodity, and we appreciate your time. Good night, everyone.